Hey, good morning. This morning we want to talk about sin a little bit more. We talked about it yesterday. We're going to talk about it a little bit more today. And there's a few things I want to be sure that you are aware of. Now, as far as sin is concerned, the one that promotes sin, the one that instigates sin, you know who it is, and the one that try to get an individual to go against God, which is sin. It's an individual, try to get an individual to not be obedient to God's commandments, not do what God tells him to do. And that's Satan's job, man. That's what he does. And what I want you to be familiar, not for me, but I want you to be aware of is that when you don't believe in the God of Israel, and when a person don't believe in the God of Israel, that leaves themselves vulnerable. It leaves them vulnerable to being overcome by Satan. Now God is all, you're right, God is the one that created Satan. I've said it many times. He is the one that created him to be against him. He created Satan to be against him, to be against God. And when you're trying to get people not to obey God's commandments, that's getting people against God. If that person don't believe in God and don't want you to believe in him, and don't want you to live your life according to God's word. So he'll do everything he can do to stop you from doing it. That's his job. God gave him the power to do it because God created him. But what I'm saying is that, because there's not but one God, we talk about that all the time. It's just the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Holy One of Israel, and there is no other. There is no other God but him. So what they're saying is that, it's saying a lot, but one of the things it's saying is that if God is not in your life, then you won't be able to overcome Satan. But Satan is going to overcome you. Because see, a sinner, an unbeliever in the one God is vulnerable, is a prey. I mean, Satan looks for people like that to bring them into his fold. That's what we're going to talk about later on. But the only way out of this turmoil is through God of Israel. He's the only way.